and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sophie and I would love it if you click that big red subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell as well so that you never miss a video. So today I am in the beautiful city of Lisbon. I'm going to be here for a few days and just sharing with you all what I get up to try and, you know, give you some inspo for your Lisbon trip. I'm currently here in December, so it's like off season, but it's still pretty busy because it's like national holiday in Europe but not in the UK. Like basically everywhere in Europe but not the UK, but I mean we're not exactly in the EU anymore, are we? So we've always liked to be a little bit different anyway. But yeah, just currently I am at my hostel. Like this is the balcony at my hostel. Insane. I paid a bit extra to have the balcony, but I believe it was worth it because I mean this morning it's been raining. It's not been great, but I've just been able to sit in the hostel, kind of wait the rain out a bit and just take in this marvellous view. Got a few clipped photos to the gram as well with this view. Like, yeah, definitely good. The hostel has a rooftop bar as well, so even if you don't pay extra for the balcony, you can still marvel at the views because the bar's only one floor above me. Like I can currently see it right now. But yeah, in case you're interested, hostel is We Hate Tourists, which I will link down below in the description box. Why does it get noisy whenever I want to vlog? But yeah, current plans for today are to see Lisbon, explore it a bit more because I've actually been here since Thursday because I had my work Christmas party in Lisbon. I know, crazy. And then yesterday was a bit of a write-off. I did walk around, saw a bit of the city, saw the main square, you know, had a pastel de nata, got a feel for the city really, went to a cafe. But now I'm like, right, tourist mode on. So yeah, I was talking to a couple of guys in my hostel about my plans for today, and yeah, they've decided to join me to go to the tile museum, the National Tile Museum, which is a little bit further out of the city, so we're gonna have to get public transport there, I think. But yeah, I mean we can walk, but it says it takes 32 minutes and there's lots of hills and the weather's not great at the moment, so probably not the best idea. So hopefully, yeah, that's the plan. Go to the Tile Museum. I can show you what that's like in a bit, and later on I'm doing something really exciting. I'm going on a food tour, so yeah, can't wait to show you all what I get up to. So finally it was time for the highly anticipated food tour, or should I say food and drink tour, as we actually started off with Gingira, which is a cherry liqueur. I liked the liqueur, but I didn't like the cherry at the bottom as it was just too strong for me because it just absorbed all of that alcohol. And then finally we got to go to food stops. The first one was chorizo and this pork belly dish, and we had some wine as well. I will say at every food stop there was alcohol and it was flowing, like the wine there was flowing. Here I'm trying port, which I'm not a big fan of. Also got sangria at one of the stops, which I forgot to film, I'm sorry. But yeah, got so much for my money's worth. I think from memory I paid like €40 or maybe 40 euro on Get Your Guide. I will link the tour down below in the description box, as I do really think it was worth it, and I learned a lot about Portuguese cuisine and I definitely got my money's worth. It is an affiliate link though, just bear in mind, but yeah, it's no extra cost for you, just helps me out a bit.
No, I'm on a diet. Yes? Very.
Hello again everyone. So I decided to go on a long walk to uphill to burn off all of that food that I ate on the food tour, which was a lot more food than I was expecting. I know it was a food tour, but I swear I only said like 9 dishes and 4 alcoholic drinks were included on the description on Get Your Guide, but there was so much more included. Anyway, I've come to a spot which is known for watching the sunset. It's like the highest spot in the city, the highest viewpoint in the city. I'll leave it written here because we all know I'm going to pronounce it wrong because I don't speak Portuguese. I speak Spanish and French and English and German, so I'll probably try and pronounce it like it's Spanish, even though Portuguese is a completely different language. But yeah, obviously everyone else is also here for the sunset because it's quite busy here, so I'm literally perched up on the end of the wall and not right up at the top at the main look point because there's too many people there, but still got an amazing view. I'll show you right now. Good morning everyone, so day 2 of exploring Lisbon. I have come to another famous viewpoint. You may have seen this one all over Pinterest because it has the tiles here, so yeah, people pose for their picture with the view and get some of the tiles, the lovely beautiful blue tiles in the picture as well, and I'm gonna attempt to get some pictures myself in a minute with a tripod. There's no one here, so yeah, perfect time to take photos. I got up quite early because someone in the hostel's phone had fallen from their bed, so they couldn't turn off their alarm, and they were just like, yeah, speaking to the person below them in German, like, do you speak German? My phone has fallen. Can you turn it off from you, please? And it was like taking forever for them to sort out this, get a hold of this phone. And I'm like the person that was I'm awake, so I may as well make the most of it and get places early before they're crowded. But yeah, unfortunately it's a very cloudy day today, so the pictures aren't going to be exactly like the ones that I've seen on Pinterest, but still a beautiful view. I can see the church, I can see this huge cruise ship. I'm going to take this all in, get some pictures, and then head to Belém. Okay, so I've had plenty of the pastel de nata since I've been here because, you know, I'm in Lisbon, it's the thing to do, eat lots of pastel de nata, they're great. But now it's time to try pastel de nata from the place that they actually originated from, which if you've been doing a lot of research into Lisbon or you've been to Lisbon, you've probably already heard about pastel de Belém. So they come in boxes of 6, or I think you can get one by yourself as well, but I've been greedy, I got the boxes of 6 and they gave me a little pouch of cinnamon and ice and sugar as well, which is great because when I went to I think it was called Mantequeria the other night, they didn't give me any cinnamon, and I like it with the cinnamon on top. Haven't tried them with the ice and sugar on top yet, but yeah, it's time to try these. They still feel nice and warm. Super excited. This is a great breakfast. Just taking one of them out, and it's actually one of the flakes are falling off. They're all going on my legs. It's so flaky. I don't think I'm in the shot. So good. I'm gonna literally eat as many as I can fit in my stomach. So I reckon I can eat at least 4. Who knows, maybe I'll eat all 6. So I then visited the monastery, which I had to wait in line for around 45 minutes, and this was in December. Yes, it was a weekend and around the time of a national holiday, but it does make me wonder how long you would be waiting to visit this site during the peak summer months. So bear that in mind, get there early and expect a queue, but it was definitely worth it because, I mean, look how beautiful it was. I got some amazing photos there. Hello again everyone, so I'm currently, well, not at the very top, but on top of the Belém Tower. Personally, I don't think it's worth just the wait. I'm not sure about how much it costs because I had the Lisboa card, but I don't think it's worth the wait coming up here because I waited longer to enter the tower than I did the monastery, and I waited at least 45 minutes in the monastery, and the monastery was a lot more worth it. I feel like I waited ages to get in, and then I saw the sign saying right at the top of the tower, so I followed it, and you wait again. You wait in another queue to go up some stairs, and they take you up a bit of a level, so then you have to wait slightly less time, but then to go up another level, and it's just a lot of queuing, and I feel that feels like I've wasted a lot of time. I wasn't originally gonna come to the tower, I just wanted to see it from the outside and take some nice pictures of it, but then because I got the Lisbon card for 24 hours and I was already here and I knew it was included for free, I was like, may as well be in the monasteries included in the Lisbon card as well, and that was definitely worth it. And just like being able to get the tram here and back, and I'm hoping to get the really touristy tram number 28 later. We'll see. Still need to see what time I get back and eat some lunch, because all I've eaten is 6 pasta donatas. Did I tell you 8 or 6? Yeah, not great, is it? Not very healthy. And it's 20 minutes past 2 p.m. already, so yeah, just gonna enjoy the views from this little lookout part of the tower and then probably head back to the centre. Everyone, so it's my final day of exploring Lisbon, and I've decided to get out of the city, and you may be able to guess where I am just from the yellow building behind me, and I've come to Sintra because of course I wasn't going to go to Lisbon and not go to Sintra and get all of the photos for the gram, but I was debating whether to come here by myself so I could go to a few of the extra castles or book through my hostel tour, because my hostel tour only goes to Penna Palace and the one with the spiral staircase that I always can't remember the name of, but I would have quite liked to go to the Moorish castle as well, and there was another one that looks really pretty I would have liked to go to, but I thought if the hostel tour also goes to Cabo de Roca, which looks really cool, and I knew that if I came by myself I would not go to Cabo de Roca, so I decided, right, I'm going to do the hostel tour this time around, and next time I'm in Lisbon I will go by myself and make it to the other castles, right? Because then I have something to look forward to when I go back. So yeah, I'll let you know what the tour is like. I paid €40 for it, and yeah, hopefully it's good. So though we did not go inside the palace itself, we did not purely admire it from the outside and take some pretty photos. We also wandered through the forests which are part of the palace grounds. You can cheer that you made it to the top.
Portugal!
Okay, so we've come to the next castle or palace, Quinta da Regaleria. Told you I'm going to butcher the name. We've been told by our driver this way I think we should go to the stairwell first, because there's always a really long line. So he said recommend go to the stairwell, and then if you're hungry, eat in the queue so you don't waste any time, because we're not going to have a proper sit down meal until our last stop. Cachiche, I keep pronouncing it wrong. I'm trying very hard to pronounce it correctly though. So yeah, just trying to find the well, but I feel like it's also, there's signs everywhere, but yeah, I tried to download the map using the QR code like we did in Penna Palace, and in Penna Palace it worked really well, but here it's not even loading at all. So before we entered the palace, our tour guide actually told us that most of the groups he brings along on this tour tend to actually prefer this palace to the Penna one, which I can see why, despite of course Pena Palace being more famous, I guess, for being so Instagrammable, these gardens were just incredible. Obviously the well is amazing, but then it's not just the well, you go through these tunnels out to the waterfall. Yeah, I can definitely see why this palace is so popular, and I think if you go to Sintra, you do need to visit this palace as well, and don't just visit Pena Palace. If you can, I would say visit more than these two as well. I'm sure the others are also lovely. So I've made it to Cabo de Roca, the most western point in Europe, and I had no idea if you can hear me, and I'm shouting because it's so windy, and yeah, I have like a little like wind cover, what's it called, thing from my microphone, but just doesn't work that well. And then finally we made it to our last stop, Cascais, which I believe I am pronouncing correctly now, but I could still be wrong. I believe we were quite far out of the centre, but yeah, there was this lovely restaurant